If you're running cold email campaigns for your business, no matter the niche, you're probably making 3 critical mistakes that are costing you thousands of leads on every single campaign. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through a specific campaign where we were making those 3 same mistakes and it was bottlenecking our performance. And I'm gonna show you what we did to 5x our results in this campaign by making 3 simple changes. So make sure to stay tuned for the entire video because I promise you, you're not gonna wanna miss anything that I'm about to show you. So let's go ahead and dive into the doc that I put together for us. So to give you some context here, we are working with a copywriting content marketing services company. They produce an unlimited amount of copywriting services across multiple different industries. And I'm gonna give you a comparison of 2 different cold email campaigns that we ran for them. There's campaign 1, which had mediocre results. And then there's campaign 2, which had phenomenal results. And in campaign 1, we made 3 big mistakes. And I'm first gonna walk through the scripts here at a high level. Don't worry about finding every single detail here. I'm gonna share a link to this Gamma doc in the description below. But in campaign 1, it was the same offer, same client, and I'm gonna show you the key mistakes that we made here in campaign 1, but I'm not gonna point them out right away. I'm gonna walk through the scripts, see if you can point them out, and then I will summarize that, show you campaign 2, where we got ecstatic, phenomenal results, and hopefully you learned something from this. Jumping into campaign 1, here is the results. So the offer, unlimited copywriting content on a performance basis with 2 or more dedicated high quality copywriters. The guarantee on-time delivery, and it's on the house. So super strong offer, and I think the scripts are pretty good. We thought we were gonna do really well, but if you look at the results here, we reached out to roughly 2,700 leads. We had a 64% open rate, 10% click rate, 19% reply rate, but this is kind of inflated because we were tracking out of office replies. We only got 4 positive replies, and that led to two scheduled meetings. So 2 meetings out of 2,700 leads. Not god awful, but honestly not that great. We were pretty disappointed with this, and I'll jump right into it. We did split testing on this campaign, so 2 different variations of 4 different emails in the sequence. And jumping right into it, email 1A, hey John, leading growth efforts. I'm sure that you're looking for high quality content to further establish company name as an authority voice in the SaaS space. We can firmly establish your business as an industry leader with 2 or more highly specialized content writers to create unlimited pieces of content for your business on demand. We recently partnered with Tesorio and created 15 plus pieces of content over 3 months, resulting in a 51% increase in total traffic. So that's our social proof. Our call to action, are you open to a quick call to learn how we can help you do the same? We followed that up with a signature, and we also included a link at the bottom to schedule a meeting. But that's essentially it. Our intro, giving them, pointing something out that we think would be relevant. We go ahead with our pitch. We provide social proof, call to action here, pushing for the call. And then email 1B, pretty much the same thing. I see that you're leading marketing efforts at company name. Love what y'all are doing from a content marketing perspective. So we give a nice compliment for the intro. We go in with our pitch. We can firmly establish your brand as a leading industry voice with an unlimited amount of high authority content with 2 dedicated specialized writers. We go in with our social proof. Again, we push for a call with our call to action. Are you open to a call to strategize? Email signature and a link once again to go ahead and book a call. Now, if we go into email 2, we're going straight for the pitch. We can make your brand become a household name by producing an unlimited amount of content every month with 2 or more dedicated high quality writers for your team. We go in with the social proof here. Are you free for a chat? Same thing, boom, boom. And I'm not gonna go through this entire thing here because I'll go through the first 3 steps. We can firmly establish your business as a leading industry voice by providing you an unlimited amount of content every month for your team, written by 2 or more dedicated high quality writers. Going with the pitch, we recently helped DocuPaste produce 3 articles a month, 8 social blurbs, 2 case studies generating 51% increase in organic traffic. Are you free to chat more about this on Thursday or Friday? Call to action, then we have the signature, link to schedule the meeting. Emails 3A and 3B are simply us just saying like, hey, it looks like you're committed, your time is committed elsewhere. Is there anybody else on your team that I should talk to? Assuming you're busy, is there someone else that I should speak to about content creation? Same thing. Then email 4. This is just one last time going ahead and pitching our services. If we could establish your brand as an authority figure in the SaaS space, by dedicating 2 high-quality copywriters to your business. Would that be worth learning more about? Decided to reach out because we recently helped Case Study Social Proof. We're now helping 3 other companies this month to become a brand leader in the industry with high authority content. Same flow. And so, looking at these scripts, they're not bad at all. Like, we thought that they were going to perform really well, but if you weren't able to figure out what the mistakes were from this campaign, then here they are. Campaign, or problem number 1 with this campaign, we're including links, we're tracking open rates, there's deliverability flags all over the campaign, there's no spin tax. And let's dive in and show you what I'm talking about. One of the first things that I mentioned was that we had a 64% open rate. That's a vanity metric. Who cares about the open rates? What matters is the responses and the replies that we're getting. And people don't realize this because it's contrary to popular belief, but tracking open links actually adds a pixel. It adds links to your copywriting. And what that does is it triggers spam on the email servers because they see that you're including links, and links just tend to get caught in spam traps much more frequently. So you want to make sure that you're including HTML text only. So aside from us tracking the open rates and including links there, we also, not sure if you noticed this, but we include links to book a call on all of our emails. Again, we're adding 2 links here by tracking open rates and including a Calendly booking link. So automatically our deliverability is lower than it should be. Some people aren't getting our cold emails whatsoever because it's landing in their junk folder. One last thing, we don't have any spin tax. And if you're not familiar with spin tax, I'm gonna show you from campaign 2 is essentially sending the same message, but you have a couple of different brackets that essentially give the message a different spin, and you're just randomizing the message that's sending while still getting across the same thing. And I'll show you what I mean in campaign 2 if that was confusing. But looking at problem number 2, we're not triggering any emotional response. There's no pain here. We're simply just pitching the call. So it lacks the why you, why now methodology. And if you're not familiar with that, prospects are getting cold emails every single day, nonstop. And in order for them to take action on an email that they get, or people to take action on anything, they need to be emotionally involved. Like, people buy off emotions, people react off emotions. And so in our copywriting, and you'll see we're pretty much just like, it's such an outdated process and such an outdated method to use with your outreach by, reaching out to people and saying, hey, I see that you're leading growth or marketing efforts at this company. I love what y'all are doing from a content marketing perspective. That's so vague, and it's just like, that's not relevant. It's cookie cutter, and it's just not genuine. Like, if you think that if you love what they're doing from a content marketing perspective, then why are you trying to pitch them content services? Again, it's just like generic. And what we want to do instead is we want to poke the bear and lead with pain. When you're reaching out to people in general, prospects, you want to find all the people that have a problem that your product or solution can help them solve. If it doesn't, then good luck trying to get a meeting with them. There's just no pain and there's no reason for them to actually want to meet with you. I'll show you more on that in campaign 2, but number 3 is we're just lacking personalization. We're lacking relevance. It's just a low value campaign. Like, we're telling them what we do, we're pitching our service, and then we're asking for them to hop on a call. Why should they give us their time and hop on a call if we haven't even proved to them that we can do anything good? All they could see right now is that we're providing a bunch of case studies. We're aggressively asking them to hop on a call. And that's ultimately why we weren't getting good positive responses. So we want to lead with value, and I'll show you what we did in campaign 2. Campaign 2, great results. Same offer. We're selling copywriting services. We're going after SaaS companies. We turned up the volume here because we knew that this campaign was going to perform much better. So looking at it, we reached out to roughly 10,000 leads. So about 4x the amount of leads that we're reaching out to in campaign 2. However, we're only 60% completed. We've got 40% of this campaign remaining. We've already gotten 35 positive replies. We have 16 meetings that are booked of those 35 replies, 40% of the campaign remaining. This campaign is actually kicking ass. And looking at this, we're not tracking the open rates. We're not inflating our response rates anymore because we're not counting out of office replies as replies, because that's just BS. But jumping into it, the changes that we made, we put an emphasis on deliverability. So no more links, it's HTML, text only. We're not tracking open rates, and we use spin tax. We also changed our method with how we're reaching out to these prospects by triggering an emotional response by poking the bear. Why you, why now? And we're incorporating that, which you'll see. We also, in this campaign, use clay.com to personalize our messages, make it more relevant to those prospects. So we use AI throughout the entire scripts here, and And I just think it's a must. I mean, cold email is so competitive. In order to stand out, you need to give people value, and AI is a great way to do that. So jumping into the message, same thing. We did 2 different variants for each of these emails. The spin tax, it looks longer, but that's because this is what we're doing here with spin tax. We're sending the same message, but in a couple different variations. And in the intro, rather than giving them a compliment, we are poking the bear. We're leading with pain point that we know that they probably have. Leading growth marketing. Are you running into any headwinds with producing a continuous amount of written content for your team? These people are busy. A lot of times they're drowning and they just don't have the time to push content out there. So we know that's a problem that they're dealing with. If that's their job specifically, they're probably stressed about getting the next video out, similar to how I'm stressed about getting YouTube videos out, but that's their main job. We want to poke them right there where it hurts. Heading up content, and now this is the second variation, heading up content and marketing efforts. Is it difficult to consistently push out high quality content to your audience and drive continuous user engagement or conversations? So those are the 2 pain points. But again, here we're asking, is it difficult to do something that we know that they're having a problem doing? That is just the intro. And now if we go into the pitch, or we're not even doing a pitch, we're asking an open-ended question. If we could produce you an unlimited amount of written content for your site, brand, business, again, Spintax Incorporated, with 2 dedicated specialized copywriters, would that be worth learning more about? And then we follow that with the social proof. We recently partnered with Autodesk and increased their organic traffic by 91%, posting, and then our unique mechanism, what we did. And now our call to action, this is a big difference here. Mind if I send over a few writing samples? Notice how we're not pushing for the call. We're asking if they want to see our work. We're asking for permission. Open to me sending over a few similar client examples we've worked on. If they could actually see the work that we've done for somebody that's just like them, how much more is that going to increase your odds of booking a meeting or getting a new client in this case? Email 1B, again, filled with spin tax. We use the same 2 openers. If so, we could produce you an unlimited amount of high authority written content with 2 or more dedicated specialized copywriters spanning topics like, and this is where it gets interesting. This is where we insert the data that we're getting from Clay, which Clay, we're feeding it a prompt to go to these different company websites and give us relevant topics that we could actually post content about, whether that be blogs or job descriptions or just any sort of content that they might be looking to push. We're going to their website and figuring out, hey, we know what's on your website and we could write content about this, that. And so that's what we're doing here. If we could produce you an unlimited amount of content over spanning topics like K-12 web filtering, school network security, educational technology solutions, etc. And that's relevant to that one prospect only, but these different topics are going to be different for every single prospect that we're reaching out to based off their website and what they offer as their services. Then we're following it up with the case study. We have risk reversal. So we recently partnered with Bamboo HR and increased their organic traffic by 72% by posting 15 long form pieces of content over 8 months, all without taking time from their marketing and research team. And then again, our call to action, it has spin tax in it. We're asking if they want to see some relevant samples that we can provide them. Now, email 2, we have spin tax once again up at the top. I reached out a few days ago about how we could help save you time and establish your brand as an industry leader by providing you an unlimited amount of specialized written copy. So blogs, short form, product posts. I was on your site today and a few content ideas came to mind. Maximizing classroom safety with web filters, navigating remote learning, essential tools, empowering teachers with classroom management software. Again, this is using Clay AI personalization. We're going to their website and we're figuring out what kind of content ideas can we give these people, put in front of their face so they know that we know about them. Then we followed up with the case, social proof, call to action. Only this time we've given some value. We're asking if they're available for a call so we could discuss topics like these or what else we could write for them. Email 2B, similar format. I was on your site today and a few blog content ideas came to mind. Unlocking autism potential, enhancing special yada yada yada. I'm of course sharing these without knowing too much about your keyword and content strategy. Are you open? And then we push for the sale. Call to action, pushing for the call. And then I'm gonna share this doc, so I'm gonna want to keep this one a little bit shorter here. But maybe I'll give you one more example. So there's email 3A, 3B. Okay, 3B, this one performed really well. But essentially now we're regurgitating the information that we already reached out previously. Maybe they did miss our email, but essentially what we're doing here is, hey, I reached out the past couple of weeks about how we could establish your brand or business as a leading industry voice and rank you for relevant, highly searched keywords. so there's keywords that we can get them ranked for. And I also threw out some content ideas like different blogs or different things that we could help you write, which are all listed out here. So these are 2 different versions of ideas that are spat out from Clay, and we're pushing for the call to action. We're adding some spin tags here. The signature does not include any links. There's no links throughout this, but that's really it. That's the difference of 35 positive responses with 40% of a campaign remaining versus 4 positive responses, a fully completed campaign. Mediocre results versus phenomenal results. And now just a summary of the 3 cold email mistakes that are probably killing your campaigns. Not focusing on deliverability. It's more important than ever. Make sure that you're not including links in your copy. You're not tracking open rates, you're adding spin tags, and just pay attention to deliverability metrics. Check out my content, I have a lot more on that specific topic. Number 2, if there's no pain, there's no gain. You need to be triggering emotional responses. Poke the bear, point out a problem that you think they're dealing with that you know your solution can help them solve, and you're gonna have a lot better results than leaving a cookie cutter compliment like everybody else in the world. Number 3, just lacking personalization and relevance. You don't need to spend hours going through one by one a lead list and giving compliments on people or, trying to find things to be personalized. You could use clay.com or other AI tools to pull relevant information from their websites so that it looks like you took the time to go through these prospects one by one and really tailor the message to them. Use AI for it. And that really covers everything here. So now that you've learned, the 3 most lethal mistakes that are probably killing your cold email campaigns, you're probably wondering, how the heck do I build out a laser targeted lead list for my campaigns? So check out this video right here. You'll be able to watch that in depth, and I'll see you guys next time.